Good afternoon. My name is Keely Lynch-Nembre. Today I will be showing you my final exhibit. I chose homelessness because it is a topic I've seen not getting as much attention. I also grew up doing a lot of volunteer work, and hearing and seeing people's stories motivated me to bring this topic to light. Homelessness is an important topic because it can happen to anyone at any time. With shifts in the housing market and not an equal increase in wages, lots of people live paycheck to paycheck or work multiple jobs. It is important to highlight the resources and good people who help to uplift those who are not doing as well. The specs and guidelines of the project were: 1. The project is 84 inches by 84 inches, but the sections were 48 inches and 36 inches. 2. It had to fit in the template. 3. It had to have at least 2 interactive designs. 4. It had to have a catchy slogan. And 5. All interactive and design elements had to be at least 3 feet from the bottom. When starting my project, I initially struggled with the strict guidelines in the small space. I wanted to fit as much information as possible but stick to the guidelines. This is what I'd like to call my in-between project. It was when I was navigating taking feedback and applying it to my project to get to the final piece. As you can see, I didn't follow the guidelines by having my interactive elements too close to the bottom. I was later able to fix this and make it to the final piece. As I got more comfortable and took in lots of feedback, I was able to get my design to a point I was happy with. My biggest struggle was with making graphs, but I was able to find a statistic that was easy to read and put in a graph system. With the feedback I received, I tried a new color palette and I started visualizing materials I would use to create my project. When visualizing the materials that I would use for my project if I was to make it an actual display, the materials I would use for it would be 1/8 inch thick stainless steel sheet as the base and vinyl poster print on top to add a glossy and industrial vibe to the exhibit. I would also use 2/4 inch bolts to connect the two sides with a gate hinge for easy opening and closing accessibility. I would also attach an L-shaped bracket at the bottom of the display to keep it upright. I would also utilize craft magnets to keep all interactive designs with the exhibit while also keeping them movable. And lastly, the basket. An important part of my display was to check the readability. And when testing readability, I noticed that at 12 feet away, the only thing you could see was the imagery and the title of the exhibit. As we get closer at 7 feet away, we could see the graph clearly in the QR codes. And at 3 feet, everything was legible and readable. I even got to visualize what my project would be like if it was a physical display. I included interactive designs like a basket to make a volunteering experience to promote more volunteers, and QR codes to scan and show your local communities of volunteers and resources for shelters. I was able to put my design into Blender and learn how to use the software, which was a very fun software to render projects as videos. Please enjoy this render of my display from Blender. For my flipbook, I think that my table of contents spread did a good job of representing the layout of my flipbook that I had visualized. I also wanted to include the spread from my final exhibit portion because I think it also did well at showing my layout. I wanted to show my whole process, so I included stages from all of my variations, even thumbnail sketches and the in-betweens. My most difficult spread was with my first infographic, not because I didn't have any material to show the process, but because of how bad it was designed. I didn't do my best and I found the process difficult due to getting a new laptop and navigating the new software. Even then, I still included it and can appreciate it as a part of the process. I just wanted to finish off my video by saying thank you to my peers and instructors for a great experience. I had so much fun learning and becoming a better designer thanks to everybody and all their hard work. Let's continue to be great and spread love and positivity. To keep up with my journey as a designer, feel free to follow me on TikTok or Instagram. Thank you so much and goodbye, guys.